Hi, I'm Nick Porter.
And I'm Dominic Dedwani. We're the designers of Sagas of Midgard.
You may remember us from our previous videos, such as our very bad Kickstarter video and our equally bad end of Kickstarter video.
And now we're here to help you with character creation and getting into Sagas of Midgard as quickly as possible.
If you want to get started blindingly fast, you can use the demo characters we put on our website, sagasofmidgard.com, and run the first of our prefab adventures, Rites of Passage, found in your Sagas of Midgard core book.
However, it's likely you want to make your own character, and given how likely you are to die in this system, it's a good thing to know how to do.
You can find character sheets at our website as well, or if you're really old school, you can copy them out of the back of the core book. Let's get started. We've broken character creation down into 5 easy steps. First, you'll want to pick a name.
Badimer.
All of your characters are named Badimer.
Well, it's a strong name, Nick, and I'm very strong.
Right. Okay, Badimer. Badimer is going to need a surname and a title. These can be found at the beginning of Chapter 2. For this example, Dom is going to choose the surname Ironback and the title Hand of Tyr. This will allow him to use a two-handed weapon in one hand, which is helpful because Hand of Tyr, while granting bonuses to sword use and allowing for a shield bonus, means that Badimer has only one hand.
My hand! What have you done to my hand?
Great job! Now you're ready to move on to step 2, spend starting skill points. You start with 15 skill points that you can use to buy any combination of skills you wish. Skills are found within domains, each of which corresponds to a Norse god. Every character in Sagas of Midgard also starts with the skill With Joy I Cease at no cost. This skill allows players to sacrifice themselves in combat to kill an enemy of their choice on their turn. Badimer purchased Mighty Blow and Come and Get Me, 2 skills in the Tyr domain. He bought a skill for 10 skill points in the sword's subdomain, so he gets an additional +10 to his roll when making attacks with his sword. Because he spent 15 skill points in the Tyr domain, he also gains a +15 to the divine ability associated with Tyr, Natural Leader, as well as the tactics skill used in raiding. Badimer is shaping up to be a charismatic, well-loved leader. Yikes. Anyway, it's time to move on to step 3, rolling random runes. Select 2 runes at random using the rune table, your rune deck, you did buy a rune deck, right? Or any Elder Futhark runes you have laying around and mark them on your character sheet.
Am I doing that right?
Sure. It's time to move on to step 4, choosing starting weapons and armor. Each character can begin with whatever basic equipment they choose. They can use a two-handed weapon for +2 damage, dual wield for +10 to hit, or use a single weapon and shield for +10 to dodge. Additionally, they can choose armor. Not wearing armor grants an additional +10 to dodge.
It also makes me look like a farmer.
Wearing armor allows for a chance of damage reduction with every hit. Dom, have you chosen your starting weapons and armor?
Hell yes, I did.
You might want to pick something a little more in genre.
No way, man. Tabletop RPGs are only limited by a player's creativity and imagination.
Fine. Hey, didn't you only have one hand?
Ooh.
It's important to remember that with Badimer's surname and title, he's still able to use a two-handed weapon in one hand while still receiving a shield bonus. Combinations like that are one of many interesting and varied character options in Sagas of Midgard. All that remains now is step 5, determine character's temperament and personality. Determine character's temperament and personality. If you're new to tabletop RPGs, the concept of character development may seem foreign or daunting. The good news is that it doesn't have to be, because characters will develop naturally over the course of a saga. Long sessions played out over weeks and months will allow your hero to change the world, but it will also allow the world to change your hero. We found that characters' personalities grow and develop naturally as the player plays them more, and they become more comfortable remaining in character. Additionally, in a world where hero death is not uncommon, there may not be need to write a novella about your character's backstory if they don't survive their first raiding season.
So based just on the abilities and character traits chosen, we know that Badimer Ironback, Hand of Tyr, is a courageous and handsome Drengr Viking warrior who prefers to be on the front lines. Well liked by his friends and feared by his enemies, he lost his hand as a teenager defending his family from an invading warband. This served only to strengthen his resolve, as well as his remaining hand, and he charges into battle with sometimes foolhardy zeal, throwing himself into harm's way and then punishing his foes with his huge, family sword.
And there you have it. If you have any questions, hit us up on social media or through our website.
And be sure to check out all the player resources on sagasofmidgard.com. Happy raiding!